Alright, Progress here with a piano tutorial for the song Youforia by Mac Miller. The song is very simple, it's only two chords. So because it's so simple, I'm going to show two different techniques I like to throw in there to make it a little more interesting to the ear. But I'm going to go over the main chords first. So to start all off, it starts off with an A flat major 9 chord. Left hand you have an A flat, right hand you have a G, a B flat, a C, and an E. Second chord is going to be a D flat major 9 chord. Left hand you have a D flat, right hand you have an F, an A flat, a C, and an E flat. And those are the only two chords of the song. You can see how that could get kind of boring, but I'm going to show how it would sound just with those two chords. I've been waiting so long to have you by my side. So you can see how that can get pretty boring if you're doing that the whole song. So I'm going to show you two different techniques I like to do to throw in there to make it a little more interesting to the ear. So the first one, I'm actually borrowing from another song. I'm borrowing from a Justin Timberlake song called Still in My Brain. And it's going to look something like. And that's something you can throw in there. So to show you what I just did, it's going to still stay on that A flat major 9 chord that we started all off with. Then I'm going to move my right thumb from this G down to a F sharp or G flat. And then from here, I'm going to go to our chord that we already had, D flat major 9. And then from here, I'm just going to move to a D flat 6 chord. Left hand you have a D flat, right hand you have an F, an A flat, and a B flat. And that steals from the Justin Timberlake song, Beautiful days so long gone, I can't seem to breathe. But it works for this song too, and I'll show you in the example later. Another chord progression I like to throw in there is going up, I guess you would call it like a 1, 2, 3 chord progression. But it'll start on the A flat major 9 chord, and it's going to go up, and then end on the same chord we had, the D flat major 9. Now to show you what I did, started on the A flat major 9 chord, and then I'm doing this kind of like 2-finger thing in my right hand. Left hand you have an A flat, right hand you have a G and a C, going up to a B flat minor 7. Left hand you have a B flat, right hand you have an A flat and a D flat, going to a C minor. Left hand you have a C, then right hand you have a B flat and an E flat, and it's going to end on a D flat major 9 chord that we already had before. So to show you how to throw that in there, it's going to sound something like, I've been waiting so long to have you by my side. I can't do no wrong.